Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tiana here from the likes of the Maxi Toys, and also same applies for Daffy Duck here from the Maxi Toys somewhere. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Donkey Kong Jungle Beats for the Nintendo GameCube version I'm going to be playing through still, and also the Wii version that Daffy is going to be tackling through still. So, last time we have managed to go through the Strawberry Kingdom, and we did have a very good run. At least the only major difference between the Wii and the GameCube version, as you can see, is the fact that, well, obviously we face up against with the Mohawk on the GameCube version, and on the Wii version, Daffy Duck did manage to beat the crap out of the forms of Fleet Rock, which appears to be the different boss in terms of, well, pretty much everything as far as you're aware. So today for this episode is the fact that we're going to be hit on to the Pineapple Kingdom. So let's go with the first level on that kingdom, and that, it appears to be Rumble Falls. Which, if you remember from the likes of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which generally speaking, because this game came out before Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out, and that is one of those stages that is actually based off from in Super Smash Bros. Brawl, which is of course Rumble Falls, and surprisingly enough, it never seemed to brought back that stage ever again. I think this is pretty obvious because that stage on Smash Bros. Brawl usually behaves exactly like how it did on the actual stage feels very similar to the Icicle Mountain from Super Smash Bros. Melee, where you have to go for the actual auto-scrolling stage, where you have to, like, don't literally try and fall behind or anything like that. Now, I have no idea why I've accidentally activated that flower to begin with, and as a result, there goes my ginormous combo for that specifically for this stage. But don't worry, until when it gets to the point until the second portion of this kingdom, I have to say that the next level after this will probably easily be the best level to able to actually boost up your combos with, even with the actual beats as a result of that too. Yeah, as you can see on screen, as you can see right there, every once in a while though is the fact that we actually come across into those bubble segments, which either way though, all you need to do is basically just carefully navigate through certain parts throughout the level, or you can able to actually exit out for the actual bubble sequence by simply just clap, and that's all you really have to think of anyway. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just jump off here and destroy that frog, and despite the fact that I'm already a frog transformation anyway, but either way, let's double check what's beyond here. It's just nothing, so anyways, let's hop on to the pineapple itself. And, usually, relatively speaking, today's day is the events of the 13th of April today, in Monday potentially, so either way though, not much else has been going on, but then again, I will point that out whenever we discuss more about specifically this stage, which appears to be Pristine Sea, which either way though, as far as this stage applies, it's basically like a tropical setting kind of level. And what's cool about this stage in particular, although despite that the fact that you were originally trying to able to pull off a nice little backflip jump, which I don't think it's possible, which is not possible on the Wii version as well. But what you can do with it, as you can see right there, if you try to ground pound or dive, for that matter, in the actual underwater, you can able to keep your combo with you. And that way you can able to actually get the most you get yourselves the most insane amount of beats you can able to get through. So, excuse me, I'm really sorry about this point, folks, but anyway, that's only because that me and Sonic just able to actually just drink a lot last night, so even then I apologize if I sound a little bit more belching all of a sudden, which I know is not pleasant, but either way though, that's how life goes. But anyways, let's go ahead and just get some more bunch of bananas here, and especially noticeable that we can able to get some more bananas out of these clamshells, and especially noticeable that if we see that octopus over there, that way we can need to able to actually just to follow him until whenever we, get some more beats in the process. So, I will admit though right away, much like the Helibird Jungle Buddy from the likes of the previous kingdom, I'm not exactly a huge expert when it comes to doing underwater controls in the DK Bongos control type, probably because I keep on getting used to with the Wii version. But then again, I'm sure enough that you will point that out on the Wii version's Pineapple Kingdom if we manage to able to get onto that. So anyways, let's double check what's beyond over to this point right here, besides some more bananas to have. So either way though, everything else will be self-explanatory for the most part though, besides we need to go deal with the actual currents as you can see right there. So either way though, everything else will be expected. So Because yeah, yesterday, about the fact that, usually at this point in time, that usually, relatively speaking, that Piglet has already mentioned about this before, since, back in Journey Forms of a Mario Kart 64 Let's Play, ever since Journey Forms of, well, I would say in the 12th of, April, when he managed to go through the 100cc, Special Cup recently, that he did say about the fact that it was actually Easter. Well, usually today, it was Easter yesterday, so either way though, we didn't get that much anything at the moment, just because of that, you know, the coronavirus is a thing. However though, the good news about the forms of, actually gonna think about it though, is that I'm pretty sure Piglet has already mentioned about this before, ever since in his, Mario Kart 64 Let's Play, kind of think about it, which I'm probably not gonna discuss all about it right now. So let's beat this, blowfish, so even then, that way we could, or, that way we can able to actually access to the coolest part about this kingdom. I accidentally just popped that. That bunch of banana bubble right here. And these octopuses right there, which you can easily manage to deal with them by simply just, you know, keep on clapping until you're able to stun them, and then that way you can able to, what else, get some more bananas in the process, so, or beats in general to be more precise, but, you know, that's besides the point, so, yeah, anyways, let's see what's beyond in this point right here, besides some more beats. And if we go all the way down here, then obviously it contains a trap. So either way, we need to take down these little bats, which either way though, it's just pretty simple as well to take them down. Just by simply just able to actually just to stun them with a clap, and then boom, there you go. That's how you're supposed to do it that way. But there's still more to it though, besides taking down this last underwater bat. That way we can able to actually just to grab some more beads along in that side and hop on to this particular sparkly thing, which actually activates that orangey looking squeegee kind of stuff. And pull out for more combos, which at this point in time we actually on combo 4 if I recall. And then hopefully we would be able to hop onto this dolphin. And which by the way, his name was actually Buddy Forms of Echo by the way, which even then though not to be confused as in Echo, if I would have imaginative about that. But anyways, let's clap them, and I seem to able to not get the 1000 beats mark. But luckily though, we still got enough as it is. So yeah, we actually got 735 out of those beats right here. I keep thinking of another version for some reason, but on the upside though, we can at least get ourselves combo 3, kind of thing about it. So even then we can at least expect that. So anyways, let's go ahead and go from here, and then I suppose we could probably go back down again, because I get a feeling there might be still some more beats down here. So either way though, we could at least try to expect that. So even then though, that's that way we could able to actually go down there very quickly, and then hopefully we should hop back onto this this echo thing here. But before we do that, let's grab some more bunches and hop all the way to the right side, and look at that, some more glorious beats or bananas in general. So yeah, pretty cool levels, able to actually just to rank for some more of those beats as much as we can. So I think you should probably able to actually just to consider that to be, well, a little bit more of a godsend when it comes to doing a lot of combos with it. Well, it wasn't until whenever we get to later on throughout the game that we'll discuss more about it in the future. But anyways, let's head on to the pineapple itself, eat some more beets, and then we should be able to get enough until we're able to get ourselves all 4 of those crests. Oh, wonder who that could be, I wonder. It appears to be more accurately a new Kong battle, which for the sake of time, we got Karate Kong. And this particular battle takes place on some sort of a riverbank. And it's on 101, so let's get to it. So you get the idea, we just have to keep on punching the likes out of him, and that's all you have to do. I mean, I'm not kidding, that's all you have to do. Oh yeah, I gotta have to admit though right away, although I'm pretty sure Let Deafy will talk more about it until later on, when he gets the Wii version. Oh yeah, by the way, get onto the left Bongo, that way you should be able to counter-attack on him, and boom, he's toast. And that's all you have to think about it. So there we go, that pretty much takes care of the Pineapple Kingdom on the GameCube version, so once again, no damage. Look at how many beats I've got in the second level on this kingdom, which I've got about 1200 beats on that stage, which I can't even believe we actually got enough. So in the grand total of beats we've got in this version, we actually got 1,746 beats, so that's actually not that bad. At least despite with the actual, I was gonna go for the highest rank as much as I could for able to try to go through 2,000 or more, but I'm pretty sure Defi has already accomplished that during the forms of, well, I don't know how to actually explain about that right now. And yeah, this is where we get ourselves the hint movies in the GameCube version, by the way, so I would like to do that, but I just somehow completely ignored that, so yeah, next up for you, Defi, and now it's your turn to take on the Pineapple Kingdom on the Wii version, so best of luck. Alright, I get my pumps ready, and now it's me to do the forms of the Pineapple Kingdom, so let's get to it, shall we? Even though the actual level layout might be exactly the same, so even then, I think we're pretty sure we might as well able to still face off against with, Karate Kong on this version, so everything else remains the same, so either way, that could be also the same applies by the forms of the majority of the Kong battles later on, which we'll probably talk more about it whenever we get into it. So anyways, here we go onto Rumble Falls, and yeah, now we actually have ourselves these electricity stuff that we need to avoid, and especially noticeable how the fact that, well, there's actually going to be a different control type that we're going to have to get used to with until whenever we get onto the bubble segment. But for right now though, everything else goes all pretty slow, I have to say. Especially noticeable I have to pull off a lot of combos with this thing. I mean, the noticeable difference, as you can see, rather than just having ourselves... Oh! God dang it. I was going to hopefully I can able to make it for this point right there, but it seems to be more accurate. I think my timing itself wasn't specifically good enough, so... God dang it. Yeah, something's worth mentioning is the fact that with the actual Kong battles that we totally forgot about to mention, sorry for a little bit of attention right there, basically in every single Kong battles there's always going to be a one-on-one punch-out kind of type of boss fight, whilst compared to the forms of the rock battles, as well as the hawk battles and the tusks battles, they always ended up making you go ahead and just move around in the actual battle arena, and you can just simply just do the different methods of attacking. So even as one classify that, oh no you don't. There's no way I'm gonna get you for this this time around through, so either way though, at least we got some quite good amount of beats, 380 so far, whilst right now we actually reached to about 400 or more now. And yeah, when you get to this bubble part right here, although first of all, let me just go ahead and get out of the bubble, and I need to perform a combo into combo 4. And yeah, as you can see on this bubble segment, as you can see, I was expecting to make things a little bit faster, but instead we have to go somewhat slower compared to the forms of how it does it in the GameCube version. And it's also another difference too about the fact that rather than just using the analog stick in order to actually take control of the bubble, instead you have to tilt the Wii remote in a corresponding direction, which means you have to, you know, tilt it from left to right, and that's all you really have to think of. So, and I have no idea why I just able to actually just done that right there. Even though the only way you can able to exit out the bubble with is of course, you know, pressing the A button or just the Z button. So either way though, I'm pretty sure shaking the Wii remote will do a thing too, but either way though, that's as far as I can usually think about it, so... yeah, that's what I can say with Rumble Falls, basically, because there's not much else we can able to say about this, apart from the fact that this plays out exactly the same as the GameCube version, except, well, you know, the level layout has pretty much changed, for the most part anyway, so... anyways, let's go ahead and grab some more bananas for this point here. And hopefully we should be able to land safely if we could potentially try to do this such as so. And there we go, we got at least 64 bananas and another 15 from here. And also an extra life as well. And let's go and get some more bananas from here. And there we go, that's Rumble Falls. So now we can move on to... you know, Pristine Sea, which I think that's what the level itself is called, where Tiana mispronounced that. So, anyway, bananas to start things off already from the start. Well, usually if you're trying to do a ground, you know, the slam kind of attack right here, even though I rarely use that, apart from the fact that I could able to find some couple of secrets on that specifically for this stage, as you can see. So, I was trying to able to do a, you know, a backflip or anything like that, but, you know, as what Tiana already mentioned this before, the only option is trying to go for a combo 2 and hope for the best, so... Yeah, as far as I can think about it. There's also a few changes to the forms of this version, as you can see on screen, is the fact that these jellyfish enemies are now approached from the beginning, so even then though, whilst compared to the GameCube version, unless if you're trying to go for the extra amount of bananas, likely due to the forms of a very deep end, that you can expect it able to approach those jellyfishes from here. But in this version in particular, is that these jellyfishes are now appeared from the get-go, so either way, it just makes things slightly tricky for you, but honestly, it's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it though. So, especially noticeable how the fact that we actually almost towards at the halfway point of this Let's Play already. I mean, sure, this Let's Play might take a little bit longer than any forms of how it does it in Donkey Kong Country for sure so far. In fact, potentially speaking, this is our second Donkey Kong Let's Play we're going to be doing it from. Because, well, we did originally do this as in the first Donkey Kong Let's Play for our channel back in the day, but that was only on the Wii version, just because we were, back in the day, we weren't overly keen on the GameCube version at first. But later on in 2016, we've now finally got the GameCube version of the game, and then that way we would be able to actually just to realize that we can now finally experience some of the differences in terms of the level layouts and everything else to be resides. So anyway, let's go ahead and grab some more bananas so that we could able to obtain them from that octopus right here, or a squid. So hopefully it should make the case. And if you couldn't tell already, this is probably by far the longest video we've ever gonna come across so far. This is probably because of how the fact that while I'm trying to able to figure out how to pull off some combos correctly, and plus as a result, I just really want to get this out of the way before we're able to move on to, well, potentially speaking, this will be able to be, well, it won't be the last kingdom we're gonna be exploring on to the cave barrel anytime soon, although apart from the fact that I'll save the Pear Kingdom in a future time, just because then again Tiana has not even got into that point yet. So we figure we might as well able to do the actual, you know, the normal pathway. So, whilst yes, there is the Cap King 74 Let's Play of this too, and what happens is though is the fact that from his the first few kingdoms, mainly with Banana Kingdom all the way up to the Peach Kingdom, which we'll probably discuss more about it until later. But later on, oh god, an ambush, let me just go ahead and back up and then just stun them, and then boom, shakalaka. So hopefully we will be able to actually just obtain some more beads. I think I should probably save these for later, just because we just need to use them for the, you know, the jungle buddies. So either way though, potentially speaking of the forms of the jungle buddies, this is the last of the jungle buddies we can at least obtain for. So even then, there's only like 4 jungle buddies in the game. So even then, it's not much, but at least I don't mind about them too much, unless if there are some scenarios that you have to use them for specifically for certain stuff in mind. So anyway, let's go ahead and obtain more of these beads from here, and hope we obtain another few from here, and another 3 from over here, and another, and go fly higher way up. Don't press A just yet, because there's actually more to it. Because if you let go onto that Echo Dolphin here, there's also a small one which you can able to hop onto this island here. Not only does it bring you to more set of beads or bananas, but also, get this, Donkey Kong barrels of fun! And exactly 1,000 beads. That's really incredible. Easily one of the best kingdoms to able to master your combos with. Unless if there are some scenarios that, then again, as I mentioned this before already, I was going to be able to try to pull off the amazing amount of combos by simply doing a backflip and stuff, but most of the time I just keep messing things up and what have you. So that's okay for me, because even though there's still some more beats in, you know, still in the deep end, as well as there's a couple of them around in here. But of course I need to figure out which of one of my combos should I even go for. So either way though, again, possibilities were endless, I'm telling you, but either way though, let's go ahead and grab some bunches from here. So even then we could expect for this much. Oh wait, I forgot about the squid. Oh jeez, I'm really sorry for able to ignoring you, but at least on the upside on the Wii version, swimming controls is actually really easy to able to control it. So you have to like press the A button to swim, and then the analog stick, or the control stick for that matter, you can just simply to swim in any direction. So yeah, that's all I can really must confess. So But you know, you get the idea for that little specific topic in mind. So anyways, let's go ahead. Oh, I forgot about that segment too. Oh jeez, maybe I'm just busy just getting a little bit more sidetracked when it comes to likely trying to pull off some certain combos in certain segments like so. There's a heart over there, but I'm probably not going to use that just yet, because even then I didn't get hits that much. So even then though, so far so good anyway though. So let's go ahead and get more bananas on that clamshell and hop onto this Echo Dolphin, and we should get even more beats from here. You know, just like any forms of the GameCube version, except, you know, some different enemy placements has been laying around. So, look at that, 401! We can expect we can able to go over 2,000 at this point in time, so even then though, definitely one of the greatest, you know, still one of the best kingdoms to able to actually rank up some more bananas or beets for that matter. So, anyways, I think we're basically done here, and let's hop onto the pineapple and grab some more bananas or beets for that matter, and let's face off against with Karate Kong at the end of this kingdom. So, yeah, you get the idea for that point. Oh yeah, fundamentally speaking, you know how the fact that Tiana has already pulled off the actual counter-attack when Karate Kong usually trying to pull off some certain attacks? Well, depending on how the fact that whenever we get onto the another half of this battle, then you know what I mean whenever we get into that point. So basically you just have to do the usual stuff and quick dodges from here. Then when you get to this point here, pay close attention to his feet. So if he goes all the way from this point, as you can see on screen, you shake the Wiimote down. If he goes to the other side, then you have to use the nunchuck to able to counter-attack him. So, and vice versa though, really, on the GameCube version as well. If it shows up like that, then you have to like hit the right bongo, and then if it goes to the other side, then you have to hit the left bongo. So there we go. We've officially done with Pineapple Kingdom, and just like the GameCube version, no damage whatsoever. So, yeah, we have basically dominated it. And look how many beets I've actually got, or bananas I should say. So we got 2,324 beets. I could have gotten more than that, if only if I don't able to actually just get onto that barrel cannon segments for any time soon. But whatever. At least we did able to actually done this in a nice, flawless run, I have to say. So even then, that's super top notch. Yeah, I was gonna do that trick hint right here, but unfortunately though, that enemy right there just instantly screwed me up. But whatever, at least we're done with that, and seemingly to say, once we've got everything in the K-Barrel Kingdoms in the Wii version, then we'll, assumingly enough, will unlock another secret kingdom. But then again, we're not going to hit onto that just yet, but that is the Lychee Kingdom. But then again, we're not going to show that off just yet. So instead, in the Wii version, we're going to be focusing on the next barrel, which is the J barrel, which actually represents the jungle word. And there, we can able to unlock the first kingdom on that barrel, and that is the Lemon Kingdom. So yeah, I think we should probably end things off at this point right there, I'm afraid, guys. So join us next time on Let's Play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. It's the fact that we're going to be hit on to the next kingdom, known as the Lemon Kingdom. So see you guys until then. Later, fellas.